6 years after America was hit by the September the 11th terror attacks, a new report has criticized senior members of the CIA for failing to deal with the threat from al-Qaeda. The newly declassified report singles out the former head of the CIA, George Tenet, of failing to follow through on plans to tackle the terrorist organization.
6 years after the attacks on 9/11, the new report finds fault at the highest levels of the CIA. The agency charged with protecting Americans from foreign threats. George Tenet, its director at the time, comes in for the heaviest criticism. He's accused of failing to follow through on his own plan to attack al-Qaeda in the years before 9/11. The report also found 50 or 60 other officials in the CIA knew two of the 9/11 hijackers were living in the United States, but failed to tell the FBI.
What it demonstrates is how large the problem was in terms of information sharing and the willingness to overcome the culture of secrecy.
The report says there was no silver bullet or single point of failure that would have stopped the 9/11 attacks. But Laurie Van Orken, who lost her husband, is scathing of the CIA.
This is just incompetence. We're just talking about complete and utter incompetence, and people should be held accountable, and we should know who they are, and they should be held accountable.
George Tenet, who was later decorated by President Bush, describes the new report as flat wrong and says no agency did more to attack al-Qaeda. But the report recommended that George Tenet be considered for disciplinary action for his role in all of this. Yet he's now retired, and the current director of the CIA says that won't happen. 9/11's impact continues to be felt here. Duncan Kennedy, BBC News in Washington.